I'm gonna start this off very simple. Today is Saturday. The last time I got high was Tuesday. I have been used to getting high every night. It's kind of like my little. I come home, I detox, I get ready for my night work, my streams, my editing, whatever it may be. And I didn't miscalculate. I kept overusing, and I ran out before I could resupply. I get my edibles through an app, or like a company who has an app. Um, they're called Five, and it's very affordable and it gets the job done. Let's just say that. And I haven't gone high yet. I have them obviously. I have them right now. They're it's a good amount, and I haven't done them yet because I'm gonna do them like right after this and just play Rivals or some bullshit. But I want to talk today about what can appear as dependency and what I actually gain from using and taking these edibles, right? My friend is very concerned about me. He From the outside looking in, he sees me taking drugs every night and he's very worried. And I get that and I understand where he's coming from and I get his concerns. But I also have to explain to him sometimes like, hey man, well what I used to explain to him was saying like, oh, it helps me eat, helps me sleep, it's I get I get it that way. Well, also I also like getting high, so it's like awesome, win-win for everybody here. But the part that I hadn't really talked to him about or really mentioned to anybody is that when I get high, when you get high, your brain kind of is in a dumber version. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily like I'm sitting around like, oh, yeah, I'm an idiot. Look at me. But in the sense of like my emotional regulations and like my emotions are just lower, I'm more zen, I'm more calm. It like brings you down a little bit. And I never really explained to him that, yeah, I'm like, yeah, dude, I've mentioned to him before that I have BPD and how that can affect me and stuff. But last night we were playing the game and the plan was that I was gonna get my weed last night, and it didn't. It came in today. It was supposed to come in last night. I said, "Hey man, whenever we play Overwatch, I'll stay sober. But then whenever the rest of our friends get on and we play whatever like League or Valorant, I'm gonna get high. That's gonna be the bit. Because whenever we're all here, we're all gonna get drunk and shit. We get off work, we get drunk, we play video games. What was happening when it was just me and him playing Overwatch? I'll demonstrate real quick with my headset. Since I hadn't gotten high in a couple days, I was kind of not really reverting to my old self, but I was feeling all of my emotions how I normally feel them, which is very heightened. And what was happening was this is gonna sound technical. He's a lot lower ranked than me in Overwatch, and because of that, it was queuing us up with people who were like in the larger range. And what was happening was we were getting players who were really bad on our team, and I was getting really frustrated. And when I get like frustrated, like for a normal person's frustration level, let's say this is 0, they would get like here. Mine is just here. It's always at 10. It's always 10. It's like literally 0 to 10. And what was happening? Well, I can literally, I'll find a clip. Like every time I would die or a bad play would happen or whatnot, I would get frustrated. I would literally grab my headset, put these together, and just slam it into my skull like really hard. And I was getting like fucking one, my head was hurting, and two, I was getting really mad, and I didn't have a way to kind of just turn off my emotions. Obviously, when I get high, I can still feel happy. I can still get mad, but it's not like boom. It's not fucking extreme. It's more like yeah, okay. What I ended up doing was just going to my kitchen and grabbing a bottle of wine and just drinking the whole thing on stream. And then I got like really drunk because I drink it really fast and I have a fast metabolism. And then I just had it was I was looking at the footage earlier to try and just like find clips, and it's like it's not even funny. It's like very sad and depressing to look at me get really drunk and drunkenly slur my words while I'm talking and then sing songs. It's fucking horrible. But I told them while we were playing, I'm like, yeah, man, I like you see. I was like, you see why I need to get high, dude. Like you see, and then I explained to him why, how like I give him a basic surface level knowledge of BPD and how it affects me and whatever. I was like, see, bro, my emotions are just fucked. I kind of need to do this to a degree. But beyond that, okay, beyond the point of like getting high helps me to a degree and helps me not be so irritable, let's say. I also want to talk about kind of just the dependency aspect of it, because I don't really get withdrawals in the sense of like I'm not tweaking, if that makes sense. I'm not sitting here like itching my skin, or I think the second day I was like really tired and I looked it up. I was like, okay, that's a withdrawal symptom, and it had been like 48 hours. So I was like, okay, well, I'm like a little tired. I'm like exhausted, but I'm not ripping my hair out like, "Ugh, I need more, I need more. And I just I wasn't like that. It's never like that. But but it's more of like the psychological aspect of thinking, man, I would just be so much happier if I was high right now. Man, I would probably not be as frustrated. Man, I'd probably enjoy this better if I was high. You know what I mean? It's stuff like that where I feel like I am kind of dependent on it. But I also like I could operate normally. I could operate. I can operate. I can go to work. I can do my job. I can do whatever I need to do. I just won't do it. I'll just have to feel all of my emotions at that time. You know what I mean? And it's not like I'm high everywhere I go. I only do it when I'm home or if I go to the movies type deal. It's like I'm never high at work. I'm never like on the road when I'm driving. I'm not a danger to people. I just the most times when I feel these heightened emotions are when I'm at my desk, when I'm trying to do work, when I'm streaming, whatever it may be. Because I get frustrated really easily when I'm on the game, let's say, or when I'm editing videos, let's say. I get frustrated really easily, and it's very kind of it's accessible. I'm at my house, I'm safe, I'm not going anywhere. I can kind of turn my brain off. I can kind of do whatever I can adjust. So it's not like I'm sitting here dependent to operate in real life because I can operate, but it just makes it better. It amplifies my enjoyability of things because it just makes me not want to hurt myself. And it was so bad. Like I literally after I just kept slamming my headset in my head, I just stood on my bed and I was fucking around with my fan, I was like the cord to adjust the fan speed. I was just yanking it over and over again, trying not to like freak the fuck out. And that's crazy. That's crazy to think about. That's crazy to think about that I'm literally freaking the fuck out over a video game. But that's literally just like how heightened my emotions get at points. Like I just get so mad and it's like I have to just calm myself down and in a way that's non-conventional to normal people. After like literally after I did all that and we got back in the game, we lost two. We won one. It reset our elo. I would just go grab the bottle of wine. I down it. I was just so and like once I got drunk, it was so much better. And it's not like saying, "Oh, I need drugs to enjoy things. I need weed to be a sociable or enjoyable person to be around." It's more like I need some sort of substance to literally turn off my emotions, to turn off like or not to turn them off, but just to lower the caps on them. Because like I'll still get mad, but it won't be a 10. It'll be like maybe a 4 or a 5. And that's so much more manageable. That's like I can more easily work around that. I can it's just so it's I don't know. But I feel I don't want to appear like I'm a junkie because I'm literally not. I'm literally not. I view it more as like it's like medication. It's a thing that I put in my body to make me feel better. It's medication, but it's also it's not like cocaine or black tar heroin where it's like literally ruining my body and I'm decaying and I'm turning into a skeleton. It's more or less like, oh, I'm getting a little fat because I'm eating a lot, you know. And that like that's really it. So when I try to explain like what I'm going through with him, because he's like, yeah, dude, you. There was a text thread he sent me the other day where he's like, you need to kind of turn into a man or something, like he's like, we're both becoming men. We're both about to be 21. We're in good positions. I'm so serious. You could actually start being a man, dude. You're like right there. Just got to make like two hard decisions and follow through, and you're coasting. I was like, dude, like, I get you, bro. I love the fact that you're worrying about me. I love you, bro. Like, I get that. But there's just fundamental aspects of my situation that you not only do not know about because I don't tell you, but also like because you don't know about those aspects, you have just a fundamental misunderstanding of my situation. Because again, his aspect is him seeing me just getting high every night. And like, yeah, from an outside perspective looking in, that's like not the best thing in the world. But it's also from an inside looking out, it's like, dude, I literally need to a degree. Like if I'm just sitting here at home and I'm not doing anything, yeah, I don't need to get high. Who gives a shit? But when I'm like trying to do things and I get frustrated, it's just a lot easier to just turn it all down, turn the knobs down, Zen mode, chill out type deal. Along with also helping me eat, getting me not necessarily getting me better quality sleep, but just putting me in the bed and then my eyes are closed and then I'm sleeping through the night. That helps. Like last night wasn't really the fact that I mean I was drunk, so it didn't really matter. But I we fell asleep at like 5 in the morning. I wake up at let's say 11. I just fell asleep at 1 o'clock again today after eating a bowl of menudo, and then I woke up at 4. Where the fuck have I been all day? Nothing. I haven't done anything today at 6:15. Like it's fucked up. It's fucked up. What I'm trying to say is that for someone with a mental disorder like BPD, being able to find like avenues that you can take to just make your quality of life better is it's a very interesting road to take because a lot of people they take the route of pharmaceuticals, they take the route of going to therapy and getting um prescriptions from their doctors, which has been recommended to me before, and I'm like, I don't want to. I say I don't want to live off pills, but I'm low key living off pills. But the thing is with let's say Zoloft, or I don't really know any other names of medications because I don't really give shit to look them up. What I've learned is that they kind of just dole you out. They kind of make you just kind of not be a human. And it's like I want to still feel emotions. I still like being an emotive person because I like being a character. I like putting on a show when I'm doing streams or when I'm out in public. I've been learning to be a lot more of a sociable person, and to do that, you kind of need to be able to grasp at your whole range of emotions. And I don't want to lose that. I don't want to lose that part of me that's just so emotive. So I've taken the route of just getting high, you know. And yeah, I eat better, eat more. Let's say I eat more, I sleep more, which is two things I had to work on. I can still be myself and be emotive and be like a human, but not like but when I need to just zone out and zen and calm, I can just do that. I can calm myself down. So I'm kind of getting the best of both worlds in that aspect. But then comes the stigma of the outside looking in, and it's like, oh, dude, he's getting high every night. Well, so maybe I'm getting high, but I'm kind of doing the same thing as the guy who's taking a pill every night or every morning, whatever, when he takes it. I'm doing the same thing as that guy. I'm taking my medication to a degree. Again, what I'm trying to say is that when you have BPD, when you have issues like I do, it's a lot of work to try and figure out what can work for you But it's very important to figure that out. Whether it does, whether it may be medication, whether it may be going to therapy, whether it may be doing what I do, which is just getting zonked out every night. But the most important thing is to do what works for you and not to adhere to societal beliefs or whatever your peers may tell you, because at the end of the day, they don't understand. No one understands you like I do. No one really knows what's going through your head. Because what unfortunately what happens is that our brains are just not the same. We don't have the same thought processes. We don't have the same emotional regulation. It's different on a fundamental level. So you can't take advice from a normal person at face value. You know, you have to have a little more nuance with that take and say, okay, well, he's looking at it from a perspective of like a normal person who probably, yeah, probably normal people probably shouldn't be getting high every night, because they don't like need it. For them, it's more recreationally. For me, is literally just so I don't fucking hit myself or hit my wall. You know what I mean? So I don't fucking freak the hell out. Thank you.